Hello and welcome to another episode of Roving Report, a program that looks at Northeast from all its dimension and brings to you the changing mood and tenor of the region in all its colors. I am your host Ronia Karam, and the highlights of today's program are: students in Manipur overpower a self-proclaimed armed militant. People condemned the abduction of a women Pradhan by KCP cadres. And declining insurgency fosters development in rural areas of Nagaland. Let us begin the show with a glimpse of some of the happenings in the Northeast.
Two cadres of Kuki Revolutionary Army were arrested in Haflong police, and a huge cache of arms and ammunition, including 2 magazines and 58 rounds, were recovered from them. The arrested cadres were identified as Thancha Khingsai and Lansen Kuki, who hail from Dima Hasao district and were active in Manipur. Police suspect a breakaway group of KRA has entered Dima Hasao. With an aim to promote the Manipuri chili all across the country, a chili festival was organized in Manipur for the first time by the women of the Ukhrul district. More than 120 women chili farmers showcased their products at the festival. During the festival, young children performed folk dances and sang traditional songs. More than 2,000 people, both professionals and amateurs of all ages, took part in the second edition of the 21-kilometer half marathon organized by the IIT Guwahati. The event was aimed to promote sportspersons from Northeast, along with raising awareness about environment in the region. Besides marathon, a cycling event was also held. The overall cash prize for the event was 2 lakh rupees.
Through the marathon, like to promote the regional athletes and of the northeastern region. We invite them here, we give them accommodation, provide them food and lodging for a night before the marathon, and we try to encourage their participation by giving them various prizes.
On August 29th, All Assam Student Union, along with the 12 other agitating bodies, lifted the economic blockade from the roads leading to Arunachal in the best interest of the common people of both the states. The blockade was a result of the skirmishes between people living on Assam-Arunachal border. On August 28th, a high-level meeting between the officials of both Assam and Arunachal was held to discuss ways to restore peace and normalcy in the region.
It is found that the local people of Arunachal and the local people of Assam, the common people, are very cooperative. They want peace to return. So the agencies of responsible government in both the state and also local administration in both the state and both the police forces of both the states joined together has come to discuss so that we neutralize the situation.
One person was critically injured in a low-intensity blast that took place at Mahindra Market in Haflong on August 30th. The injured person, identified as Pranit Dalguru, was immediately admitted to the Haflong Civil Hospital. The second edition of 3-day Manipur International Documentary, Short and Animation Film Festival was held in Imphal. 27 documentaries from different countries, including 7 Manipuri, were screened during the festival that attracted film lovers and movie buffs in large numbers. A factional clash between the 2 Naga outlawed groups NSCN-IM and NSCN-K in Nagaland has created a grim situation in the region. On August 26th at Wokha district, a NSCN-K cadre was killed in a fight with NSCN-IM. The following day, in a retaliatory act, a NSCN IM major was killed in Namsa district. On August 29th, the suspected cadres of the anti-talk faction of National Democratic Front of Bodoland abducted two goods train drivers near Gamani in Bhalukpung on the Assam-Arunachal Pradesh border. The train carrying rice and other essential commodities from the Food Corporation of India depot in Rangapara was heading to Arunachal Pradesh. A major search operation has begun to rescue the abducted drivers, identified as Nirmal Chandra Borgohain and Abhijit Saireng Phukan.
Well, it's time for a short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Roving Report. People in Manipur are fed up with growing extortion and abductions by militants, and in a daring act of defiance, students of a private school in Imphal overpowered an armed rebel who entered the school premises to collect texts for a militant outfit.
In a brave act, students of Johnstone Higher Secondary School overpowered a self-proclaimed armed militant and handed him over to the police. On August 30th, two underground activists belonging to KCP Noyon group entered the school premises and asked the teachers to pay 2,000 rupees each as tax. When some of the teachers raised objections, they slapped one of them and threatened to kidnap some women teachers if the money was not paid. Hearing the ruckus, some students converged at the scene. The militants asked them to back off. However, the students overpowered one of them, who was later identified as R.K. Bobby.
Regarding the incident of yesterday, I feel so bad, and it is rather a sin committed to our children, to our students, and I hope that those people will never try to commit such type of errors once again. That should be the, of course, I presume, and I feel that that episode happened yesterday should be the first one of its kind, and it should be the last one also.
Students condemned the incident and have boycotted classes to protest against extortion by militant outfits. They have asked the militants to leave educational institutions